used to manage the Reds. The Reds in last place in the NL Central, while the Dodgers are in first in the NL West. Brad Penny, he's been pitching well lately. Top of the first, no score, one on Ken Griffey Jr. To left, Brandon Phillips scores on the play. Career RBI 1,628 for Jr., tying him with Harold Baines for 20th all-time. All right, Kyle Loesch walking the pitcher, Brad Penny. That brings in Jeff Kent. The bases were loaded. Dodgers lead 2-1. Next batter, Rafael Furcal. 3-2 pitch. The bouncer, Alex Gonzalez. Didn't have a play on the speedy Furcal. Dodgers up 3-1. Infield single. Luis Gonzalez scores. Next batter, Juan Pierre. Pops one up to shallow center, and oh boy, why are we playing Juan Pierre so deeply? LaRoche and Penny score. Dodgers win. Against last in the West, Rangers. Bartolo Colon looking for his 12th straight win against the Rangers. Bottom one, Kenny Lofton against Colon. Oh, Reggie Willis, what a beautiful catch. Watch it again. There's a dicey chain link type wall out there with all kind of rivets and steel bars and pads. Yeah. To the second, Vladimir Guerrero against Cameron Lowe. Pretty good breaking ball, but that's just a laser with a shark on it. Angels up 5-0 after giving up 5 runs in 2 innings.
You ever notice it's always the cooler's fault?
Gatorade, man, gets it. But, you know, it never even dents. Those Gatorade coolers are amazing. Top of 5, Orlando Cabrera. And check out Brad Wilkerson, man.
And that wasn't even the chain link part.
No, that was well padded, but he went into it hard, never slowed down. Bottom 7, Rangers down 5-3, bases loaded. Michael Young lines out, and then Teixeira. That's why you give Scott Shields all that cake to get those big outs in the 7th and 8th. They've won 5 of 6. They've gotten very good pitching lately. Of course, this guy's already thrown a no-hitter this year. Mark Burley, the Warriors 0-8 against left-handed starters this season, but here John Buck homers off of Burley, his 5th of the year, and the Royals in good shape. They lead here, and they would lead in the 9th, bottom of the 9th. Royals up 4-3, 1 on, there's 2 outs. White Sox down to their last out. Juan Uribe, oh, high off the wall. Darren Erstad scores, game tied at 4. Then bottom 10, Jermaine Dye hits a pretty good pitch up the middle. And Luis Torrero, who's pinch running for Paul Konerko. Good managing. That speed, the difference. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. White Sox beat the Royals. Wild baseball game in D.C. We saw the rain in Philly earlier in the Sports Center, and plenty of rain in D.C. as well. 2-hour, 51-minute rain delay. Okay, they're playing baseball again. Bottom 6. It's hard for Austin Kearns to get inside the park home run, but you just saw how he did it. Top of the wall, and he would get it.
In front of dozens.
Yeah, top of 9. Oh, boy, here come the rains again. Welcome back to over a half hour. Trying to get this thing in. It's bottom 9. We're almost done. Just one more out for the Marlins. We can all go home. 3-3 game, though. Bases loaded. 2 outs. When they play baseball, the Nats put a rally together, and then Ryan Zimmerman walk-off grand slam. So we have an inside-the-park home run and a walk-off grand slam by the same team. Devil Rays, Blue Jays. That's B.J. Upton. Normally an infielder this year. His first game in the outfield, and he's in center field. That's a key position. Bottom 7, 4-4 game, 2 outs. Vernon Wells on first, and he's pulling an Enos Slaughter. He's not going to stop running. Now, Upton in center, he's not anticipating this. He lobbed the ball back into the infield, and that's the difference between Wells scoring and perhaps being out. Here it is, Wells rounding third. There's Upton, just lobs it back in. Otherwise, Wells would have been toast, and that's the difference in the game. Blue Jays beat the Devil Rays 5-4. The Mets would not be in first place, and the Brewers would. 7-game lead for the Brewers in the NL Central, the largest division lead in baseball. Mets began the day a half game back. All right, top of 4, Mets down 2-0. Mike Pelfrey looking for his first win of the season. Bases loaded, jam, 1 out. Prince Fielder pops up to Ruben Gotay in shallow right. Greg Counsell tags up and scores. Now, J.J. Hardy's, he's caught in a rundown. Meanwhile, Tony Gwynn Jr., he was on second base. He kept running. This is a great piece of video here. Watch, that's him on second. He's going to tag on the pop-up. All right? Now, he's going to go out of our screen. And the Mets, he's out of the Mets frame of mind as well. Watch left part of your screen here. He's just going to pop in here like Superman. Whee! Flies right in there, and he's safe. How about that? 4-0 Brewers. Then J.J. Hardy. Last year he slugged .398. This year his slugging percentage .633. They score 5 in the 8th and 3 in the 9th, and the Brewers Welcome back to Sports Center. John Butchergrass, Stan Verrett, your anchor men. Cleveland, Oakland, the blazing hot Jack Cust. Sounds like a private eye. Jack Cust, private eye. 4 homers in 5 games entering Saturday, and that's off Fausto Carmona gone. He had 5 career homers entering this season, now has 5 homers in just his last 6 games. 11 RBIs as well, 3-0 A's. Indians down, only 1. Eric Chavez's defense nominally good, but here the throwing error gets by Dan Johnson, Johnny Peralta, Casey Blake score. Indians take a 4-3 lead. Carmona will settle down. Oh, he gets a call there on Nicky Swisher. Looked a bit low. Indians win.
Tigers off to a great start, too, with 22 wins. Sidney Ponson getting the start for the Twins. Top first, 2-on, 1-0 Tigers. Maglio Ordonez, base hit. Placido Polanco coming in, and it's 2-0 Tigers. Top third, 2 outs. Ordonez with a timely base hit. Gary Sheffield comes in to score. Ponson allowed 6 runs and 4 innings work, 3-0 Tigers. Now check this out. Top 8, Tigers up 8-2. Brandon Angelino to third. Nick Punto. Oh, funny bounce on the throw. Hits Justin Morneau right in the nose. Take another look at it. Morneau had the nose reset. Says he plans to play on Sunday. He's Canadian. Tigers win at 8-2. The Twins have lost 4 in a row now.
All right, both the Cubs and Phillies begin today 7 games out of their division leads. Someone's going to have their disappointing season get more disappointing. Check out Shane Victorino. Driver 8, take a break. 1 throw there, and then another throw here. 6 outfield assists now this year. In fact, 4 runners were thrown out at home in this game. 7th inning, 5-1 Phillies, looking good. 2 runners on. Charlie Manuel replaces Freddie Garcia. Here comes Jeff Geary, and Matt Merton, 3-run Jackson, and the Phillies lead down to 5-4. Cubs would tie it. Then the rains came. 1-hour rain delay. When they return, 5-5, Antonio Alfonseca pitching. Jock Jones doubles to left center. The Cubs feeling good. They go up 7-5. Bottom 7, 2 outs. Runner on first. Chase Utley. Here comes Aaron Rowan scoring. He's going to, go. Oh, he hesitated. And then he scores. Lead down to 7-6. Later, Greg Dobbs, same place. 2 more score. The Phillies go on to win 11-7, so the Cubs' disappointing season gets even more disappointing.
John Bull.
All right, top place. Number 10. We begin in Buffalo. Sens and Sabres. Thomas Vanek believes he has a goal, and Ray Emery says you'll get nothing and like it.
Number 9, Suns and Spurs, Leandro Barbosa. The Brazilian Blur taking the contact, getting the bucket, but his team went down 108-101 in San Antonio.
All right, number 8, Paul LaDuca. Boy, we know J.J. Hardy can hit, but he can field and he can throw. What an amazing year for J.J. Hardy so far.
Number 7, Cubs and Phillies, Shane Victorino. Like Tony Soprano has got himself a gun. And he nails Alfonso Soriano at the plate. Also nailed Jock Jones.
Yes, he did. He got 2 of them. Number 6, Nets Cavaliers. Jason Kidd, another playoff triple-double. Richard Jefferson gets that help.
Number 5, Senators and Sabres. Less than 10 seconds of regulation. Sabres down 1. Tim Connolly shoots it. Daniel Briere to tie the game. Sabres lose 4-3 in 2 overtimes already.
Yeah, number 4, Bobby Orr. Reggie Willits. Oh, he's got that wall. He knows it's there, but he concentrates on the ball, makes the catch, holds on.
I'll see your slam into the wall and raise you one. Same game, Angels and Rangers. Brad Wilkerson. Ouch, he's going to wake up and say, man, for some reason I'm hurting. Oh, yeah, that wall. Rangers went down 6-3.
People love the hole-in-ones, Stan, but this is really a greater shot, a more rare feat. We're talking about the double E. Peter Lonard, the 2nd hole at Sawgrass at the Players' Championship, put me down for a 2. That's 3 under on 1 hole.
And at number 1, Marlins and Nationals, Austin Kearns, Freniel Pinto off the wall, and Kearns hustling around, not known as a speed merchant, but inside the park home run, and the Nationals win the game with a walk-off home run, 7-3.
We got Angels and Rangers. Yeah, we do. Mother's Day belonging to Gary Matthews Jr. Entering Sunday, Matthews batting .291 this season. .583 on Mother's Day, highest for any active player. Here's Matthews from the left side, and with that, you get egg roll. Angels go up 2-0. Pink bats were very effective on Mom's Day.
I have a pink shirt and tie on.
Good. Bottom of 3, Ian Kinsler homers. Game tied at 2. Shea Hillenbrand in the 4th homers, tied at 3. Next batter, Mike Napoli homers. Back-to-back pink bat homers. And then Hank Blaylock. The boat sleeps 6, tied at 4 on Mother's Day. Top of 5, back to Matthews, who doesn't have the pink bat, off of C.J. Wilson, 2nd of the game, 6th of the season, and that's gone over the 400 mark. Angels up 6-4. Matthews at the plate in the 7th. Joaquin Benoit drills him in the backside. Hector Carrasco probably didn't mean anything by that when he hit Kinsler. Carrasco ejected by Alfonso Marquez, and Mike Scioscia's getting into it. This is this. And then he's run out of the game.
Don't you elbow me.
That's what we're talking about. 9th inning, tied at 6. Nelson Cruz, his mother and grandmother in the stands, not pictured. And they're after that ball. Rangers win at 7-6, 8 homers in the game. Here's the ultimate highlight.
Josh Beckett looking to become the 4th Red Sox pitcher to win his first 8 starts of the season. Some guy named Babe Ruth was one of the 3 previously who had done it. Top one, no score, Ramon Hernandez up. Brian Roberts took off for 3rd in the pitch. Veritek's throw gets past Kevin Youkilis in the left. The Orioles go up 1-0 after Hernandez struck out Beckett. To Aubrey Huff. Huff, raking son. Nick Markakis scores. Orioles had 8 hits. They're up 2-0. 4th inning, after Beckett gets through the top of the 4th, he comes off the field and goes right to the clubhouse. One of the trainers comes over to tell Terry Francona what's going on. Beckett diagnosed with an avulsion. Doctors speak, torn flap of skin on his right middle finger. 9th inning, Jeremy Guthrie got the start on Sunday and was getting medieval on kids. Bottom 9, Orioles up 5-0, bases empty, 1 out. Coco Crisp pop up in front of the plate. Hernandez can't hold on to it. Red Sox with the runner on, but it's 5-0. I mean, no issues. 9th inning, whatever. Guthrie leaves. He went 8 1/3, 0 earned runs, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts. Danny Baez comes in, and Big Papi, I like the when you call me Big Papi. David Ortiz hitting .311 this year, 32nd RBI. Red Sox down 5-1. After a Kevin Youkilis walk made it 5-2, Jason Veritek facing Chris Ray. Veritek doubles the right center. 2 more runs scored. The Sox cut the lead to 5-4. Eric Hinsky intentionally walked. Alex Cora tying run on second. Bouncer to second. Brian Roberts comes home and just gets Youkilis at the plate. Oh, close play, Youkilis out. Next batter, Julio Lugo. Bases still loaded. Top of the 1st, Kevin Millar fields. Flips to Ray. Ray can't handle it. Veritek and Hinsky score the tying and winning runs. Now look at this. If Ray had held on, he had Lugo beat, and the ballgame was over. Instead, the Sox, the first team since 1979 to enter the 9th inning, being shut out by 5 or more runs and end up winning the game. Good news for the Red Sox. Well, but it's tempered a little bit.
First guy ever to hit for the Cycle on Mother's Day. Here's Fred Lewis leading off the Giants against the Rockies. Let's meet this guy. You might not have heard of him. State champ in high school and hoops. Played some tackle football in junior college. 2002 pick by the Giants, 7th best prospect in the organization. Called up May 10th from AAA. Bats left, throws right, has 2 children, leading off the game. Got that the other way off Taylor Buchholz. Lewis would later score, gave the Giants a 1-0 lead. Now in the 4th. 3-way high horn, yo, it's out. Lewis's first career homer gives the Giants a 4-0 lead. Now top of the 5th, 7-0 Giants. Shades of Mark Grace. Lewis off Tom Martin. To the wall. Shula. Fred Lewis coming around. It's a triple. First career triple. A single away from the Cycle. Giants up 8-0. In the 7th, leading 9-1. Lewis against Denny Bautista. And that's going to work. Lewis hits for the Cycle in just his 16th career game. The fastest anyone's done so since 1980. Fred Lewis finished with 5 hits. The Giants win it 15-2 on 22 hits. Fred Lewis just made his first appearance for the Giants this past Thursday, but he made his presence known on Sunday. His cycle was the earliest into a player's career since Gary Ward in 1980, and Lewis is just the 4th player ever to hit for the cycle in the game in which he hit his first career home run. To Pedro Gomez now. On his tax form, he puts down his occupation, Shadow, Barry Bonds. They celebrated coming into Sunday. The Brewers own baseball's best record. Bill Hall, one of the many major league players, won the pink armbands, the pink bat on Mother's Day this year, bringing in good money. Fight breast cancer. We're in the first. Chris Capuano, Damon Easley. That's out into the seats. Mets go up 2-0. Easley's 5th of the year. Johnny Estrada at bat. Carlos Gomez, endorsed by Fred McGriff, helps the shutout bid continue. Hall facing Perez, puts him away swinging. And then J.J. Hardy looking. Bottom 8, Mets up 7-0. Carlos Beltran cranking. And it just stays fair. Mets go up 9-0. Beltran's 8th of the year. Top of 9. Brewers down 9-0. Hall to Perez. Fly to left. 5th dong of the year. 2nd Mother's Day home run. Too late for the Brewers, though. Mets win it by a count of 9-1. Let's do baseball then. Horatio Ramirez and the Mariners taking on the Yankees in Seattle. Top of 3, no score. Josh Phillips. Uneski Betancourt ranges deep in the hole. A good one. Bottom of 3 now. 1 on. Jose Vidro is at the plate. To Alex Rodriguez, who wants to be judged on his entire career, not just this play. Runners advance to 2nd and 3rd on the throw. Next batter, Earl Ibanez. Up the middle. Ichiro's coming to score from 3rd. And the Mariners go out by a count of 1-0. Top of 6, man on with 2 out. Derek Jeter conks that thing out there, and Johnny Damon will come and score. Yankees pull to down by 1. It's 2-1 after that. Top 8, same score, 2 on, 2 out. Brandon Morrow to Alex Rodriguez. Coffee is for closers. Mariners take 2 out of 3.
The Starbucks or like a latte or what?
No, like Glengarry Glen Ross.
Gotcha. Indians and A's. Bottom 9, A's down 7-5. Milton Bradley cannot get some. Facing Joe Borowski. 2-run shot. Bradley 2nd of the year. And yes, Nick Swisher, Milton is coming home to celebrate. He is, I promise you. Nick's like, oh, he's coming. I can't wait. I can't wait. Here I am. This and oh, God. Nick was excited about that. Next batter, Dan Johnson, singles to center. Next up, Bobby Crosby. Kind of wonder what Nick Swisher's doing now. Oh, God, these guys. But we're not going to show him anymore. Eric Wedge pulls Joe Borowski in favor of Fernando Cabrera. Jack Cust, 5 home runs in just 6 games playing this season. Here's Greg Kuiper and Ray Fosse with the call.
Left center field. DeLucci at the wall. You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me.
Cust is a troop. 6 home runs in his first 26 at-bats with Oakland. Now you know he's probably saying, yo, can Chris Berman put me in his top 10, yo? And Dodgers, Ken Griffey Jr. tied for the active lead in home runs on Mother's Day, tied with A-Rod, top 4. Booyah! 3-run shot for Jr. 570th career home run all time, moves him into 9th place, passing Rafael Palmeiro. And 6th career home run on Mother's Day, your new active leader. Bottom 8, score tied at 5. Kirk Saarloos on the mound. Juan Pierre bloops it up the middle. Andy LaRoche scores. Dodgers up 6-5. Next batter, Nomar Garcia Power. He says, that's for my Mia. His wife Mia is at home celebrating her first Mother's Day with twin girls Grace and Ava. Garcia Power 3 for 5, 3 RBI on Mother's Day. Dodgers score 5 in the 8th and win at 10-5.